And I can talk about the history of Kirkuk because I lived that. In 1955, when I was in school, secondary school in Kirkuk, I spent 5 years in my classroom, which was the second secondary school of Kirkuk altogether. Kirkuk. In my classroom, we had, in 32 students, we had only 2 Kurdish friends, 2 Assyrian, 5 Arabs. Most of them were children of militaries and securities, and the remaining were Turkmen. If that proves something, that proves that in 1955, from 1955 to 1958, the majority of the Turkmen, the majority of Kirkuk people were Turkmen. Then, because of the ambition of some, and because there was this oil wealth, and which is wealth for some, and it is curse for others, and unfortunately it has been curse for us, the Turkmen in that area. Kurds want to immigrate to Kirkuk, and Arabs from the other side, seeing the situation, that the ambition of the Kurd is to take over Kirkuk and come in one way or another say Kirkuk is majority Kurd, therefore it is belonging to the Kurdish area. On those days we were not talking of Kurdistan. We were talking Kurdish Autonomous Region and so on. Well, Arabs from their side, they said we have to reinforce our position, and that's why the campaign of Arabization as well started from 70s, in order to balance the influence of the other side. And both sides were on the detriment of the unfortunate third community of Iraq, who are the Turkmen. Since then, from 1970 until 2003, in actual fact, in Kirkuk, the area and the population has doubled, mostly from Arab coming from south to Kirkuk. It was in the idea of keeping Kirkuk for Iraqis. Okay. In 2003, what happened? After the invasion, 9 of April, Baghdad has fallen. On the 10th of April, Kirkuk has fallen. And what happened in Kirkuk on that day is something Turkmens will not forget. Peshmergas of political parties, dominant political parties, invaded the city, looted the city, taken whatever it is. They have burned the civil registration offices and records. They have burned the deed registration offices and records. And the question is, after that, they say Kirkuk is Kurd, capital of Kurdistan. If it was Kurdish city, why the invader come and destroy and loot the registration office and deed office? That is the proof of the contrary. Then they came with, right now, almost 400, 500, the exact number we don't know, but we know the settlements. Anyone goes to Kirkuk right now, the area of Kirkuk, around Kirkuk, the area is almost doubled of before 2003. The population, according to what people say and according to the registers and the studies, even Western studies made by Western companies in master plans, it went from 800,000 some to right now 1,200,000. That means that the increase of population almost, say, 400,000, that means a third of population, pretext that these were people expelled from Kirkuk. But if they were expelled from Kirkuk, where were their homes? Where were their apartments? Where were their jobs? There, nobody answers. And they are right now settled there. And they imposed that those participate in the election as well. The first election happened in Kirkuk for the provincial election. Kurdish political party made veto to the High Commission. Either these 100,000 who are registered newcomers vote, or we boycott the elections. And it has been accepted. With this kind of, say, abnormality, of course, the election was rigged. When the election was rigged, the majority came. The majority of Kurdish people took the control of Kirkuk city, Kirkuk province, and they appointed everything to their way. They came to rule the country, to the area, and imposed their rule with Peshmerga force and so on. Then, the other day I was looking to the site, the official site of Kirkuk Council, and even in the new constitution has recognized the minorities like Turkmen and others, where they represent a concentration, a majority to have their language, to their children be taught in that language, and they must be recognized in that area. Kirkuk is the main concentration of the Turkmen. It was a Turkmen for 800 years, until 203, if you want. And I went to the website of council, Kirkuk Provincial Council. What you see? The logo is, Kirkuk is a city of friendship. It is written on Kurdish on the top, in Arabic on the bottom, and nothing else, as if the Turkmens do not exist in Kirkuk, although they have the right to be recognized. Then I went to that city. I have found an interesting thing. The council, as it is, it passed a contract to make a master plan for Kirkuk city, and the contract was passed by the Kurdish Council of Kirkuk to a company, British company, Frischman, in London, so on, and that's company has made a master plan, a report of 450 pages. And when I look what is in that report, in actual fact, this report is a copy of another report which was made in 1972, and it was realized by a Greek company. This is a complement of that. And in one of the pages of that company, they were talking about the reconstruction of Kirkuk. What I have noticed is this. Unfortunately, it is not on color. It is about the citadel of Kirkuk. Kirkuk has a citadel. This was the original city of Kirkuk until 1890 almost, with the exception of few boroughs surrounding it. And in that report, I see an image. In 1997 and 1998, in Iraq, in Kirkuk, they destroyed the major part of the citadel for the reason that they are going to reconstitute the citadel. And in that citadel, from the time, it dates back to 4,500 years, up to 2003, no Kurdish compatriot has put stone on stone to say, I have a place there. No Kurdish citizen has lived there. And in the image I see, the image in 1990, they say in 57, 58, the citadel was like that. In 97, it was like that with the infrastructure as a city. And in 1998, it has been destroyed. But they have put a sticker there. They said the destruction is the proof of the destruction of Kurdish boroughs in Kirkuk. This is in the report of Frischman report, page 110 of 450.